All right, good evening. This is Peter Lionberg, aka Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com and the Wimbury Report. Please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. This will be quite possibly my third to last video for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. This is going to preview. This is going to go over what happened in the semifinals and preview the title games for 2018. So let's get started. And again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal on the link on the below. Do whatever. Go to deepdishfootball.com and just look at the ads so I can get some revenue off that. But again, it helps out, especially with maintenance and website maintenance and all other stuff. So let's get started. I don't think that there were too many surprises this yesterday at Saturday. So let's go over it. All right. So for 1A, Forston beats Lena Winslow in overtime. Again, that's a surprise. I thought Lena Winslow was going to win that game, but Forston won that game. Forston's going back to the state finals. Again, it's Forston. It's NUIC. They're going to at least have one team in the finals every year, I swear. And big shout out. And just a quick reminder, if you guys are looking for a place to get some good info on 1A and 2A games, maybe 3A, take a look at NUIC fans or NUIC.com. Hopefully I got that correct. I probably got it wrong. Both Shane Kiver and Kyle Kemper, they do they do a wonderful job. I'm just saying that. Just give them a check out. Camp Point beats Argento Oriana. I actually picked Camp Point in that one. Not surprised. It's just something with the numbers, and especially them being a number two team. Brad Dixon, well deserved. So it's going to be Camp Point versus Forston, and that's going to be a good game. 1A. I really like I really like that Forston offensive line. I like the Camp Point Central linebackers. I think it's going to be a strong. I think the main matchup is going to be against Forston's offense against Camp Point's run defense. So definitely a game that you want to keep an eye out for, as every title game is. All right, so 2A, Gibson City beats EPC 14-7. Congratulations to EPC on a great season, and by the way, congratulations to all of the losing teams. You guys had a great season. You guys made it to the semifinals. There's a lot of teams that would die to be in your spot. Congratulations on a great season. So, EPC loses to Gibson City. Merrill Forsyth beats Decatur St. Teresa. I thought Decatur St. Teresa was going to win that game. But Merrill Forsyth takes on Gibson City as a rematch of last year. And it's going to be a good game. I'm very interested in the game. Tarantia and I talked about all the athletes of Gibson City. Ian Brenner of Merrill Forsyth, he's a kid that you got to watch. You got to see that offensive line as well. Josh Jostis does a wonderful job as the head coach of Merrill Forsyth and the titles that he's won with that team. So definitely keep an eye. It was a heart pounding game last year, so it should be a good game this year. Merrill Forsyth versus Gibson City. I'm gonna say this right now: 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A games. I'm looking more forward to than the other big school games. I'm sorry, that's just my personal feeling. 3A, Bryan beats Herscher. I don't think that was a surprise. Congratulations to Herscher on a great season. Monticello beats Carlinville. Monticello takes on Bryan. Bryan is looking unstoppable. Can Monticello stop them? That's going to be the main question. Can they stop that run? Also, Bryan's defensive line, that's going to be a key in that game as well. Again, I can't. That's another game. It's going to be a very interesting game because Monticello, while people are talking about Bryan being the immortal team, and I was too, I do agree. Monticello was a team that was making their grounds and climbing up the ladder on 3A. So it's going to be a good game. All right, 4A. IC beats Richmond Burden. I don't think that was much of a surprise to anyone. Bishop Mack beats Rochester. That was an even game. Congratulations to Coach Ziani of Bishop Mack and Coach Kraft of IC. IC looks unbelievable. Bishop Mack and what Ziani has done the past season and the season before that, and building a great team. You're going to have a battle of ground and pound teams, especially with Bishop Mack. Underrated offensive line at Bishop Mack. Keep an eye out for the Bishop Mack offensive line. I'd also suggest to take a look at Kennedy of IC and also pay attention to the secondary of IC. I'm just telling you to anyone that's watching, pay attention to that secondary of IC. It's really good. All right. 5A. Sterling. I don't think that was much of a surprise to a lot of people. To me, it was. Julia Catholic beats Hillcrest in big terms. Julia Catholic versus Montini Broncos. That's going to be a very interesting game. I'm happy, and like I said, this when Julia Catholic does good, that is a great thing for Illinois high school football. I'm happy to see Julia Catholic back on track. And Coach Strauss has got him doing a wonderful job. So does Montini. It should be a great game. The main thing for Montini is, can they stop the run? That's going to be the key thing, and contain with their defensive line as well. Especially also talking about the Julia Catholic, their secondary. Can they cover those athletes at wide receiver that Montini has? So it'll be very interesting to see. Let's see what else. Cary Grove beats Niles Notre Dame. Tough game, very big game in 6A. Crete Monee beats Richards. Sort of an upset. I had Richards. I know. Congratulations to Crete Monee. You won versus Cary Grove. That's going to be a good game. I really do think. That Cary Grove. I do that. Just the offense that they run. I think that offense is going to get them the win. I think they're going to win over Crete Monee. I think the big game is going to rest on Crete Monee's defensive line and linebackers. Can they contain and can they close those gaps? That's going to be they have to do it against Cary Grove. And Addison, they're one of their linemen at Cary Grove, and they got another group of linemen too as well. They make space. And Ben McDonald from Cary Grove is a hell of a quarterback. He makes the right choices. And in that type of offense, you need to make the right choices. So, should be a good game in 6A. 7A, Nazareth beats Batavia. I was at the game. To be honest with you, when Batavia scored the first touchdown, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be good for Batavia. Let's see how Nazareth responds. And Nazareth did respond, and Nazareth responded again. I think, again, I really was surprised by that Nazareth defensive line. They had a hell of a game. And Michael Love, he is the real deal. More love to that kid, Michael Love. That kid is unbelievable. He's a hell of a player. St. Charles North beats Mount Carmel. Congratulations to Coach Lynch and Mount Carmel. They had a great season this season. Mount Carmel versus St. Charles North. Coach Pomzak, what he has done with that team and that program is unbelievable. St. Charles North goes against Nazareth Academy. Nazareth Academy, how do you stop Tyler Newbin? How do you stop those athletes of St. Charles North? It's going to be very interesting. And it's going to be a good game, really good game. Brother Rice wins and beats Marist. I had Marist because I said again, but the rule is always, if you saw him in the regular season and you beat him in the regular season, you don't want to see him in the playoffs. And guess what? Brother Rice saw them again and they won. So congratulations to Brother Rice and Coach Backey. Well deserved. And the big surprise game, Loyola Academy beats Lincoln Way East in the semifinals. shocking. I was really shocked by that score. But Jack Fallon has found his rhythm as a quarterback, and that's scary. And it's going to be a good game against Loyola Academy versus Brother Rice. Looking forward to Loyola Academy and basically a very underrated defensive line against the Brother Rice offensive line. Again, like I said, keep an eye out for Evan Kurtz. Keep an eye out for being a quarterback from Brother Rice. Colin Smith, not Colin. Colin Smith is another backup quarterback. There's another Smith. I'm forgetting his name. Fitzgerald at linebacker for Brother Rice. They have it all. And keep an eye out for the little guy, Jesse Plunkett. He works his butt off for Brother Rice. Definitely keep an eye out for that kid. He's going to be something special. But state finals Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving should be a fun one. 1A to 8A. Again, it's going to be fun. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com if you have any questions. If you like my work, the link will be on the bottom. Feel free to leave a tip. So this is probably going to be the second to last video for a while. And I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank all the coaches, the parents, the players. I just want to thank them all. Thank you for giving me the interviews. Thank you for giving me a chance to share your story. Thank you to the coaches. You guys did a wonderful job. And I want to thank, who else I want to thank? Just all you guys. And thank you for the support and the tips and the donations. I just want to thank you guys all. And from me to you, to your family, happy Thanksgiving.